Hello all, good morning or good evening. Today we came up with another super important topic that is called a prototype chain and inheritance in JavaScript. So if you want to understand inheritance and the prototype chain, first of all you should understand what is a constructor function, what is a prototype and what is a proto and what is the difference between the proto and prototype. So these things already I have explained in our playlist. So please go and watch those details in SVGIE and in the JavaScript world, like constructor function, prototypes, prototype inheritance, classes, and in the last video, like what is the difference between the prototype and proto. So I've explained in detail. So please go and watch these details and come back and you can understand what is prototype chain easily. Okay. So like I hope if you already learn all these things, then we can jump into the topic that is called a prototype chain. So first of all, let's see we can some we can write some code and already we are using this prototype chain without understanding prototype chain also many of us like me. So where I'm writing where salary is equal to some 30,000 or so, okay, 30,000 is not enough in these days, at least 50,000 to survive. So if you see the salary dot, if you put a salary dot, we're able to access some methods like to fixed to local string to precision to string a value of from where it is coming. These are the methods, right? Okay, I didn't write any methods on top of salary, but how all these are coming? Okay, again, if you take any example of like I'm just writing employee name, I'm just giving like Surya. Okay, so now if you do employee name dot, if you just put a dot, so you are able to access lots of methods, okay, like to uppercase to lowercase, splice, repeat, replace, split, start with the substring. Oh my God, many trim. Okay, if you see, I think minimum 30 to 40 methods are there for a string. Okay, from where it is coming actually. We can't say simply that JavaScript is providing. We should understand how JavaScript is providing. Okay, then you will understand clearly, okay, how JavaScript is understand how these are coming. If you understand those things, definitely you will fall in love with the JavaScript. So that's what we are going to learn now. It is coming because of a prototype chain. Okay, so let's see, even if you take a boolean, okay, where is logged in, let's see, is there any methods or properties attached to this is logged in. This is a if you see, it has one method that is called value of. Okay, even if you go with the array where marks details, okay, 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, I think if you have a 10 20 30, definitely you will disappoint. Okay, 90 89 and 99. Okay, I hope you are happy now. So let's see, so I'm just writing marks dot. So if you see how many methods are there: filter, find, flat, includes, index, join, keys, last index of length, map. Okay, these are very popular, right? Map and the filter and find. Okay, and find index, of course everything is important. So how we are able to access these things, from where it is coming? This is from a prototype chain. So even you can take any kind of data type, any data type like a string, like a number, a string, or a boolean, and a array. Even if we take any object, maybe if you find, you can find some properties or methods, okay, unexpectedly, or that is expected if you know already JavaScript. So let's see, we can understand how it is coming, okay, how JavaScript is providing all these things with the help of prototype chain. And in that process, we are going to understand what is inheritance also. So first, before going to the topic, first we should understand few interesting things here. So I'm just putting a salary. Okay, let me log all the details. Okay, and now you will be surprised with some interesting things. If you don't know already, if you are already aware, I hope maybe it will be boring for you. Let's log those details in the browser console. Like salary 50,000, employee name Surya is logged in false because this is, I think I'm just recording these things on Sunday, so definitely is not going to office. That's why false. So now if you see that a salary, if you enter the salary, it is giving a 50,000. And if I do salary, okay, from which prototype it is taking help, okay, like dot. If you do a underscore underscore proto, you will understand that from which prototype it is taking help. So enter. So it is taking help from a prototype that is called a number. So this is starting with a capital N. Okay. So let's okay. I will save those details here. So this is normal salary. Okay. It is taking help from a prototype called a number. Okay. It is starting with a capital N. Okay. Superb. Interesting. And now again, let's see, do we have any other prototype again here on top of that number? Just check again dot proto so that if it is taking help from any other prototype, it will provide those details. Oh, yes, it is coming. Okay, this is of object. Okay, capital O. This is taking help from another prototype that is called object. Let's see whether this object is taking help from any other prototype. So how we can check? Just simply put dot underscore underscore proto underscore underscore so that you will see is there any prototype for that. So enter null. Okay, so that means it's end. So object is not taking any help from any other prototype. Simple. This is a simple salary like a number, normal number like a 50,000. It is taking help from a constructor function like prototype of that constructor function that is called a number, and it is taking help from another constructor function uh, which have a prototype, okay, that is called object. So again, in a similar way, we can test for employee name. Employee name is a string, right? Okay, so let's see, okay, about employee name. So again, here I'm writing employee name, just enter. It is giving a string like a Surya, and employee name, let's see, is there any prototype behind that employee name? Proto, enter. Yes, we have it is taking help from another prototype. Okay, that prototype belongs to another constructor function called a string. Awesome. So number is taking help from a number constructor function. Awesome. This employee name, it's a normal string. It is taking help from a constructor function called a string. So the constructor function have a prototype that is called string. Again, let's see whether this string is taking help from any other person. Okay, let me do underscore underscore proto. Please do practice along with me so that it's easy for you to understand. So though, yes, it is also coming again from the same object. Okay, super. Okay, so it is of again object, and let's see is this object is taking any help from any other prototype. Proto underscore underscore. So again, end of the day, it is null. So same here also, it is ending with a null. This is prototype chain because this is another prototype, this is other prototype. This salary is taking help from a number prototype, and this number is taking help from another prototype called object. And this object is not taking any help from any other prototype, so that it is end. So this, what is the prototype chain for this salary? Okay, as a capital number, like a number prototype, and object prototype for this one It's a string prototype and object prototype. And let's see, he's logged in boolean, whether it has. Definitely, I'm just clearing here because a lot of things are there. Okay, is logged in. So it's a normal, a boolean. And now if you put dot underscore underscore proto, so again it's a boolean. Okay, and dot underscore underscore proto underscore underscore, again it is the object, and dot underscore underscore proto underscore underscore sorry, it's a null. So here you can understand clearly that this is logged in is a normal boolean. It is also taking help from another prototype that is called boolean. Okay, this is happening with the help of JavaScript internally, and this is again taking help from object. Again this object is going to be a null. Okay, so these are primitives we have seen. Salary as a number, and a string and a boolean. Let's see, we can go with non-primitives also, because marks are non-primitive, right? Whether it is taking any help from other object. So marks, I'm clearing here. So marks, enter. So if you see, if I expand it, by default you got one property called length. Okay, we didn't define that, JavaScript is providing. So let's see who is the prototype of our the marks. Boom, again. Okay, let me check. Marks is array constructor. This is clearly a constructor. Expand it and just observe carefully here. Okay, where it has mentioned it should. Okay, this is constructor of array. Okay, ARRAY with the capital letter. Okay, so this marks is taking help from another constructor function or a prototype. Okay, that is called array. Okay, array, and let's see whether it is taking help from any other prototype. Marks underscore underscore proto, and proto underscore underscore boom, again it's an object. If you observe carefully, okay, if you observe carefully, constructor, one method is called property is called constructor. If you observe carefully, you will find the prototype name, that is object. Again the constructor function, again here this is object. And obviously object is not taking any help from any other prototype, that is called null. Okay, this is prototype chain. Simply this is a prototype chain, because normal number is taking help from a prototype of a number, and it is taking help from another prototype called object. It is not taking, so the chain is going to end here. Again the string is taking help from this string prototype, and this is taking again help from another prototype called object, and here the chain is going to end for boolean and array. And if you can take anything, definitely it will attach to the object, because object is common. Okay, object is the root one, because object don't have any other reference on top of it. So from that object you will have a number or a string and object. So I will draw a diagram so that it's easy to understand. So that means whenever JavaScript has um, designed, he has created one prototype that is called object. This is the origin of the prototype chain. So object, from this object he has created, with the help of this object, with the help of this prototype, he has created all the data types. Okay, how many data types you have? Primitives and non-primitives, everything is taking help from this prototype called object. Okay, so if you want to understand, so if just okay, in real time, you know your father name, your grandfather name, grandfather name, grandfather name. If you just keep on digging that, end of the day, there will be only one person. That is called object, of course. Okay, that means God created like one person initially, and then after that it has happened, right? Okay, sorry. So for just relax. Now just jump into the topic. So here, this is another prototype called a number, okay, and another prototype called a string. So I hope you guys understand already. If already you have watched what is a constructor function. So this number, it is starting with a capital letter, means it is a constructor function, and that constructor function have a prototype. Even if you go with the classes also have a prototype. Constructor functions, classes are both are same, okay, nothing difference in the logical wise, only syntax wise both are different. So string and here the boolean. So oh, this is capital B because capital B refers to the constructor function, small b refers to the normal data type. Simple. And here even you can go with undefined also, okay. Undefined also have a prototype. And okay, we can go with the array, okay. Even we can go with the function also. Function also have a prototype. Not only for these things, if I left anything, every data type, null, undefined, big int, okay, everything everything is taken from the prototype called object. Now a normal number, if you have a number like 50,000, okay, it is taking help from. So string, you can write anything. Like, I hope you guys understood what I'm talking. So end of the day, this is the object. So this is the prototype chain. 50,000, it is taking help from the prototype of a number, and it is taking help from another prototype called object. There's a string like some information like a triple R or something. So this is taking help from a prototype of a string. And even inheritance also same, because if you see, with the help of this prototype chain, we are achieving inheritance. What is inheritance? What is inheritance? So if you're taking a money or assets from your father, that is inheritance. And if you, and even your father can take some money from assets from his father, like your grandfather. So from your grandfather, your father is taking some money from assets, money and assets. At the same time, you can take the same money and assets from your father. So that is called inheritance in the real life. Here also, this 50,000 is taking help from this number, okay, and this number is taking help from object. This is the grandfather, this is the father, this is like a real thing. So here also this triple R is taking help from a methods, a string methods. This capital string, this is a constructor function. It in that prototype many methods are there, like a toString, like toString is already for number, and slice, okay. I hope you know how many methods are there for a string. So everything is coming from there. This is simply a inheritance. And this is a prototype chain. With the help of this prototype chain, we are achieving inheritance. Okay, this is, I hope you guys understood, right? If you understand, just click on like button so that, because it is very important information, it should reach to every student. So that's why I'm asking to click on like button. Otherwise, I don't have any interest in that. So this is called prototype chain, and this is inheritance. Okay, and normally if you want to break this inheritance chain, you can do that, but it's strictly, I'm not going to encourage you to change the prototype chain. So let's see, we can try that one, but in real time, please don't do it. Okay, normally in the simple definition, so if even if you want to inherit some properties and methods from another object also, let's see. So that is very interesting thing. So I'm just creating a simple object where a father, okay, where father equal to, so I'm just writing uh, money like 50,000, sorry, 50,000 assets, Okay, 100 acres. And get details. Like here, for understanding purpose, I'm just writing get further details or further assets details. Okay, so here you can write a function. Okay, I'm just simply writing console.log. Okay, happy. Okay, so this is just addition. Don't do in the real time. So just always go with the inheritance with the help of classes and class-based inheritance. Okay, that one I am going to cover in the next video, how to achieve the inheritance with the help of classes also. So this is like I'm creating another one that is called okay, how to break the inheritance chain. So where son is equal to suppose here I'm just writing the first name colon okay Vijay and the last name like suppose I'm just giving a K. So that means the father have the properties money and assets and get further details and son have the first name and last name. So simply. So here I'm going to do a console.log how to achieve the inheritance from object to object. You just break the actual prototype chain and you can create your own prototype chain. So here I'm just doing console.log son and again console.log father. So observe carefully, both are objects. So naturally, this son is taking help of the prototype called object. Then it will be a null. This is the prototype chain. For this is also object, and it will go to a null. So we can see that in the browser. Just expand, just clear it out. The refresh first name and last name is there. So we can go and son enter. Does this son expand it? It has a prototype. It is taking help from a object. And it doesn't have any prototype. Observe carefully, it doesn't have any other prototype, so that means it is ending with a null. So you want to see with the code, so simple write sun dot underscore underscore proto, so it will give a information about that object, the prototype. And again sun dot proto dot again underscore underscore proto underscore underscore, it is null. So same thing for other also. So further and expand it is father, who is the what is the prototype of father? It's object. And what is the prototype of that object? Nothing. That is a null. It is not taking reference from any other. So this is the chain. Okay, that's already I have defined here. So son is taking inheriting things from prototype called object. Father is also taking from object. Now we can do one thing. So if you want to inherit some information from father, from yeah, son should have access to a father. Okay, then what we need to do, simply we can do son dot underscore underscore proto underscore underscore equal to a father. So don't do this in a real time, don't do this, but this is what we can do in JavaScript. What we are doing now, we are inheriting things from the father. So without this, if you see, I'm just commenting this. If you write, if you write, if you write, so guess get father details is the property of a father, right? So now if you write a son dot get father details, you don't have a method, so you can't access that one, right? But once you have done this, okay, you have you have break the actual prototype chain and you have provided that new prototype for that sun. So it's a the father. So now if you see, just refresh, and just enter son. So now just check, just expand it. First expand it. So observe carefully. So this is another, again it's an object, but here you're clearly say that okay, this son immediate prototype is a father, because these assets and get father details and money, these are properties and methods of a father, right? We have defined this. We have defined this. Now, what is a prototype chain now? What is a prototype chain? So this son is taking help from father's prototype, and this father again is taking from help from same prototype, that is called object. So that prototype chain has changed. Now after doing this, this son is taking help from a father now. Father and object. This is called inheritance. Object, with the help of objects we can achieve the inheritance, but we are not doing this in real time, because we can do with the classes actually. So classes, like if you define a class and if you define another class, and class extends, and if you mention other class name, we can achieve inheritance without touching this prototype, because it is very dangerous. That's why they have put like underscore underscore proto underscore underscore, because even by mistake also you should not touch this prototype chain. Okay, for that only, but you can change it. Even if you see, you can define on top of it grandfather. So this is for fun. Of course we should learn, we should do practice, then only we can understand. Okay, grandfather. So grandfather, we can say grandfather have, what we can say, plots something. Okay, suppose if grandfather have like 10 plots in Gachibowli, then you will be rich. And gold, how much gold you want? 1 kg enough? That's your choice. You can. And get grandfather assets. So now you can write a function, okay, and console.log, console.log. Look at this dot plots, and do a concatenation, and do this dot goal. So then what will happen? You can you can create your own prototype chain. So here, this you're taking son, your immediate prototype for son is a father. So what we can do, before that, you can write like this: father dot underscore underscore uh, proto underscore underscore, and if you mention like grandfather, then what will happen? Okay, this is really awesome. So now the prototype chain will change. Son is immediate prototype is a father, and then this is going to be a grandfather, and then object. For father, it is immediate prototype is grandfather, and then object. So this son can access information from father object and at the same time grandfather object. So let's see. So just do practice. Just do practice, then you will love it. Otherwise, so son dot. So if you see, he has first name and last name. Get father details, get grandfather details, gold, money, plots, everything have, because father is providing his assets and grandfather is providing his assets. So that you can say grandfather details. So that 10 plots and 1 kg gold, and he can access his father details also, assets also, father details. Happy. Now if you want to see the prototype chain for the sun, okay, expand it, expand it. So it is taking help from another object. What is that object? This is father. So if you see, get father details, money and assets. and it is coming from another prototype. What is that prototype? Grandfather. Grandfather has gold and plots, and grandfather also taking help from another prototype. That is called object. Object is not taking help from any other prototype. This is called prototype chain. This is called inheritance. So this son can inherit things from his father, and father can inherit things from his father. So you can maintain that inheritance with the help of prototype chain. This is simple and simple. I hope you guys understood. If you like, if you understand the concept, and if you like this information, then click on like button. If you don't understand now, just mention things in the comment section that Raghu, I didn't understand. I will explain. But I'm saying, if you don't know what is constructor function, if you don't know what is a prototype, if you don't know what is the difference between a proto and prototype, please go and watch these videos once. Then you will get a clarity. Okay? So if you just understand in the sequence, if you learn in the sequence, you will get more clarity. So that's all in this video. That's prototype chain and the inheritance in JavaScript. Okay. Thank you and see you in the next video. In the next video is like how to achieve inheritance with the help of classes. That is the most important thing because we are achieving inheritance in a modern JavaScript because those classes were introduced in 2015. Okay, classes are just inspiration from a constructor. Exactly. Okay, so if you're really interested to all coding with a constructor, that is your choice. But if you want to use a modern JavaScript features called classes, so go with the classes because classes are very simple. So okay, fine. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.